With summer travel season upon us, a new State Department travel advisory is urging Americans to reconsider going to Jamaica or Colombia due to a rise in drug cartels and violent crime, including homicides, armed robberies, and sexual assaults, even at some of those all-inclusive resorts. And this is not the first time those countries are on the advisory list. Correspondent Brooke Shafer is live. Brooke, this is a reissued warning with fresh updates.
Yeah, Nichole, more than 11 million Americans traveled to South America or the Caribbean just last year alone. But now the U.S. State Department reissuing warnings for two of the most popular American tourist locations, Colombia and Jamaica, warning of increased crimes and threats of being kidnapped or even killed. Within the last hour or so, NewsNation just got a statement from a State Department spokesperson who wrote, "The U.S. Department of State has no higher priority than the safety and security of U.S. citizens overseas." In Jamaica, U.S. officials saying violent crimes such as home invasions, armed robberies, sexual assaults, and homicides are common, adding that sexual assaults occur frequently, including at all-inclusive resorts. In Colombia, officials warn organized criminal activities such as extortion, robbery, and kidnapping are common in some areas, warning that attacks can happen anywhere, even at restaurants or shopping malls.
Yeah, the State Department doesn't change advice lightly. It would have taken its sources from a variety of different areas. So there would be intelligence that has been gathered to say that the threat is there, it's real, and it's not going to improve in the short term.
Now, the State Department also highlighted several criminal and terrorist organizations driving crime in Colombia. NewsNation has done extensive reporting as well on the, quote, bloodthirsty cartels operating in Colombia today. A retired Drug Enforcement Administration official telling NewsNation U.S. pressure on cartels in Mexico has shifted some operations back to Colombia.
The Mexican cartels are running their organization like a global enterprise. They're continuing to look for other jurisdictions to operate. Obviously, there's a lot of pressure right now from the U.S. government on Mexico to do more against the cartels. And obviously, a good businessman is going to continue to identify areas to operate. And so going to Colombia, going to other areas in South America or Central America is nothing new.
Now, in March, even, the Colombian president announced the arrest of several members of the Sinaloa cartel. They were caught trying to outsource their production of fentanyl to Colombia. So along with warning Americans to keep a low profile and avoid large crowds if they do plan on traveling to these two locations, the U.S. State Department also warning American tourists to completely avoid the border of Venezuela and Colombia. That is an area known for high crime and an area that often sees armed drug trafficking. Nichole?
Yeah, important information there, Brooke. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.